Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great trade-in back row bargain value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2000 model 21-foot Trail Lite. This is a little hybrid expandable. This was a local Tennessee trade-in. We've got it value priced for $29.95. Now, folks, that's as is, hook to it and go. It's got some stains in it, got some stains on the canvas, but for under $3,000, I mean, you can't even buy a used pop-up for what you can buy this thing for. It's got an ice cold air, which I've got plugged into power, which I did as a courtesy. Got two 30-pound propane bottles on the front. Again, let me emphasize, we sell this thing, we sell it as it sits. We're not doing a thing to it. We're not checking a thing on it. I'm not going to plug it up. If you want to see everything work on it, I'm going to sit you down in front of my computer and show you this video if you hadn't already seen it. Where I've got it at, you know, I have to run a bunch of extension cords over here, and I just don't have the time or the manpower to plug this thing up every time everybody wants to see it. So I'm going to show you this video, and you can see what works, what doesn't, and be your own judge about what it's worth. Got an awning, but it does need a canvas. Like I said, the canvases are good on the front and back pop out. They're just a little bit stained. It's the original ones. You know, I don't know if they leak or not. The people were just using this RV and they said everything worked on it. But, you know, I priced this thing for what I've got in it. I just don't have time to check out or guarantee a camper for this price range. And be honest with you, folks, $29.95 on an RV lot, that's about like going to a Ford dealer or a Lexus dealer and looking at a $1,000 car. You kind of take what you get. But like I said, I'm not heartless. I've got it plugged into power. The lights are on. The air conditioner's cold. So I'm going to show you all that stuff works. So at least you know the major things work. You know, folks, it's, you know, I'm not going to make no excuses for it. It's a little bit rough. That's why it's the price it is. But all in all, it does seem pretty solid. I mean, I'm not going to say it's absolutely perfect, but I promise you, for under $3,000, you can do a lot worse. A whole lot worse. It is a dual axle. I like that. And the tires do look good. People just brought it down from Sullivan County, Tennessee. So they brought it down like 100 miles down here. They towed it down here. Tires look great. I like the double axle over the single axle because they sway less. And if you ever do have a blowout, you can actually tow it with one axle, with the tire off one axle, at least till you get to the next rest area or next exit off the interstate. Let's look inside. Folks, like I said, I'm not hiding nothing. It is an as-is unit. It's got some stains in the floor. That's probably caused from a water leak at one time in the past. You know, this thing being I guess it is 18 years old now. It's you know, this is what a lot of 18-year-old campers are going to look like for this price range if you do find another one. The mattresses are in there, and like I said, got a few little stains on the canvas, but all in all, it's not bad. Got privacy curtains. That's a queen bed in the front. You got a little sectional style sofa. Now, this thing probably originally had a table at one time or another that set up right here, and over the last 18 years, it's gone missing. So if you want to use this for a bed, you're going to have to cut a piece of wood out that will go in this track all the way around, and this will make another bed for you if you do that. You put your cushions for your mattress. Air conditioner feels really good in here, so that's why I'm going to say I'm not going to plug it up, but I am going to show you this video. You can see for yourself. It's blowing, yeah. The air conditioner is not going to be a problem, folks, I promise you. I haven't had the fridge on long enough to tell if it works. People claimed it did. You know, if it doesn't work, you can get those little electric refrigerators that'll go in there for about 120 bucks on Amazon. That's a cheap fix. But like I said, these things take several hours. These little ones especially take longer than the big ones to get to operating temp. So I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee anything. I can't even, you know, but I'm just going to show you this video so that you see what works, what doesn't. So like I said, at the worst case scenario, put you a $120 fridge in there, you've got refrigeration. You know, walking through it, I don't feel any obvious soft spots, and I'm a big guy, I'm 280 pounds, so I would notice a soft spot pretty easily. Got a rear full-size bed, got a privacy curtain right here. The lights work, you know, every light that I've turned on works. Here in the back, like I said, the canvas actually looks better in the back than the front. There's no stains on it. Got a privacy curtain there. Got a little all-in-one shower, which is about all you can expect in a 21-foot camper. Got your shower, everything all into one. Now the light in here, unless it's got a switch somewhere, doesn't come on, which is probably just a bulb if I had to guess. You don't really need a light anyway, you got that vent, but got a furnace, water heater, and all that. Now folks, this unit, like I said, I'm not trying to be difficult to get along with. It's $29.95. I'm not going to plug it into power. I'm not going to do a checkout. This is, we're going to put the ends in, the back and front end in, and hook it to your vehicle and go at that price. And the reason being, folks, I have very limited manpower in my shop. I sell, you know, motorhomes. I sell $10,000 to $160,000 motorhomes. So I just don't have the manpower for a little project like this. Now this is something that you can probably use just like it sets. Use it for deer hunting, fishing, take the family out. You know, you can put you a piece of linoleum in here if you don't like those stains. That's easy enough to fix. That's a couple hours work right there. Air works, which is the main thing on these older campers. Like I said, the fridge, if it doesn't work for some reason or another, and it may work perfectly fine, I'm just not going to leave it plugged in for 8 hours to wait and see. It's just not worth it, and I've got, you know, other uses. And plus, it's not good to leave these things plugged in for a long period of time on several extension cords. Even though I've got the proper gauge wire, it's a 30 amp extension cords, it's still, the more extension cords you put on it, the more the voltage drops from the box to the camper. So that's why it's not really good to run these things, especially the air conditioner, on as many cords as I've got it on. But it'll be alright, just long enough to shoot a video. Stove top, doesn't look like it's hardly been used. Sink. You know, like I said, folks, it's a $29.95 camper. Take it or leave it. Now that's a firm price. You know, I'm not taking $29.94 for it. It takes $29.95 to buy it. That's as is, hook to it and go. It doesn't matter if you're looking at it on the internet. It's $29.95. It doesn't matter if you travel halfway across the country to look at this in person. It's $29.95. Whether you're here on the internet, I mean, folks, have you seen what's out there for this price? There's nothing out there. 80s models campers that are in pieces are bringing what you can buy this 2000 model for. It only weighs 2,700 pounds, so you can tow it very easily. Perfect for somebody with like a small minivan, mid-sized truck, mid-sized SUVs like a Ford Ranger or a 4Runner, an older vehicle that you don't want to tow a lot of weight behind. This is ideal for that. The ceiling doesn't look bad at all. I mean, this is actually a pretty solid foundation to work on. I mean, yeah, you replace the linoleum in the floor. That's no big deal. You put a piece of carpet in it, linoleum, hardwood, whatever you want to put. That's no problem. Cut you a little piece of plywood right here so you can use this for a bed if you want to, or make you a table to put here. I mean, for the price that we're selling it for, folks, it's worth this for the next several years. So you're not going to be hurt in it. It's $29.95. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, there's no financing available, and the camper's worth the money. But all my lenders will not finance anything under $5,000. It's just not worth the time and the trouble to do the paperwork, collect payments, and all that stuff for a $5,000 and under loan. So they're not going to finance this thing. So what you'll need to do is, and what I do on small purchases like this, if I don't pay cash, is I'll just go to my bank, get a signature note, a 90-day note, however you want to call it, and just finance it on like a, you know, on a personal or signature loan. It takes 30 minutes to do it. And, you know, I can go to my bank in 30, 40 minutes and walk out with a check in my hand for a lot more than $3,000 if I wanted to on a signature loan. So this would be a very easy one to get financed at your local bank or credit union. You know, that's what you're going to have to do, because like I said, all my lenders are nationwide lenders. And these big banks, they don't want to finance anything, like I said, under $5,000. Their rules, not mine. So, you know, we're not going to have financing. This is $29.95 cash or trade. We'll trade for guns, jewelry, cars, trucks, local property. We'll trade for classic cars, gold, silver, jewelry, coins. We'll trade for guitars. We'll trade for, Lord, folks, we've traded for about anything in the world you can think of. Lawnmowers, motorcycles, jet skis, ATVs, boats, scooters, side-by-sides, tractors, lawn equipment, tools, anything of value that we can either use or legally resell, we'll gladly trade for. And most dealers won't do that. And just about everybody's got something laying around the house they can trade in. So, you know, if you want to trade it or buy it, trade something in or buy it for cash, it's $29.95, same price, cash or trade, haggle free, firm. You know, like I said, I plugged it in. You've seen the air conditioner work. Like I said, the refrigerator, I'll go ahead and see if I feel it getting cold yet. It's going to get cold in the freezer first. It needs to be clean. I'm not going to lie to you. It's starting to kind of cool off in the back of the freezer. But like I said, I'm not guaranteeing anything on this, but, you know, I haven't seen any indication that fridge doesn't work, but it's starting to cool off in the back of the freezer. And like I said, folks, if it doesn't work, that's a very cheap and easy fix, and just to put an electric refrigerator in there. Sleeps up to 2, 4, 6, 8 in here. It's $29.95. Call us, firm, as is. That's a hook to it and go. I'm going to show you this video so you can see the air conditioner blows cold. You can see the lights work. I mean, yeah, that air is frigid. Especially for a 21-foot camper, that air will run you out of here. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're on Instagram, Twitter. We're one of the oldest used RV dealerships in the United States today. We've got over 170 used RVs in stock, anywhere from $29.95 to $160,000, and each and everything in between. We've got more used inventory in stock than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. We do take trade-ins. We've got a couple of as-is units like this. This is the lowest priced one we currently have on the lot. But, you know, I've got something for everybody. You want a lower price motorhome? I've got them starting at under 10 grand. I've got fifth wheels starting at $5,000. You know, I've got these little campers like this one starting at $2,900 or $29.95. I mean, whatever you want, folks, I've got it. And really, be honest with you, and I'm not trying to make nobody mad, the only way you're going to camp with an air conditioner for less than $3,000 is if you buy an air conditioner and a tent and a generator. That's the only way you're going to RV for less with a generator, is to buy a tent, an air conditioner, and a generator to power the air conditioner. So it's funny, but it's true, folks. It's not much out there for this price, and I promise you, you look at this thing, first person that looks at it is going to buy it. That can buy it. So give us a call, drop us an email. See you soon here in beautiful Ringo, Georgia.